Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of visualizing real numbers. This is standard 8.2a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 21 of the 2022 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got two different sets of numbers, set Q and set Z. So set Q are rational numbers, set Z has the integers, and we need to find how those two are related. So these are obviously two key terms. They're not defined for us, they're not on the mathematics chart. So let's put some examples in here. So rational numbers, when you see that rational, think of this ratio, okay? So any numbers that can be represented by a ratio or a fraction. So obviously we're going to do fractions, right? 1/4. You can do improper fractions, right? 8/3. Those work. But you can also do decimals. Decimals can be turned into fractions. 0.3. You can make a 0.3 repeating if you want to, because I can make that 1/3. You can make negative 1.87. You can also put whole numbers in there, because whole numbers can also be fractions, right? If I just did 8, that's just the same as 8/1. If I did 15, that's 15/1, so on and so forth. Now integers are going to be whole numbers, like 8, 15, right? We can do that. But they're also going to be on the other side of 0. So you can have -8, -15. What you can't have are any decimals. You can't have any fractions. Okay. So if we wanted to, I guess we can add that to our rational numbers. You can have -8 and -15. So let's see which of these Venn diagrams works the best for us. So everything's going to be real numbers. That's this box on the outside. That's fine. All right, so we have A's got Z, my integers, as the big one. And then you've got Q as a small one. So I'm going to put some integers in that Z. So I'm going to put like a -8. And I'm going to put like 8/3 as one of my rational numbers. And no, that's not going to work, because all rational numbers are integers. Doesn't work because 8/3 is not an integer. 8/3 is a fraction, and integers are simply whole numbers. So they actually have those two flipped. So if I can find something like that that's going to be flipped, that would work. Because some integers are not rational numbers. No, look at my integers. My integers are going to be Z. So like 8, 15, -8, right? All of those are going to work within my rational numbers. There's not any integers that are not rational numbers, because they can all be represented by a ratio. Every single one of these can just be 15/1, -8/1. So they can all be a part of that, not just this little bit right there. C looks like it's got the flip of A. So Q is going to be my rational numbers, so this can be like my 1/4, my 0.3 repeating. And then Z is going to be my integers, so 8 and -15. Because all integers are rational numbers. Well, yeah, take a look at this. This list right here can go on both lists, that 8, 15, -8, -15. The thing is, the rational numbers Q is a little bit bigger, because it includes some things that the other one doesn't have. But yeah, I could put my 8 and my -15 right there. So C's looking good. Let's check D. Oh, they're not even overlapping. They have no elements in common. No, we just figured out this right here, that I can put my whole numbers on both lists. So that's not going to work. So if you get this problem in the future, I would suggest trying to write out a list of rational numbers and integers. That kind of helps. Our answer here is C.